Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about the value of 90 percentile in CET, CMAT, ATMA, MAT. Because if I combine both of your exams, we are covering up all these exams today. How you prepared this and that, then you came to SIS college, how you got the job. So we'll cover the complete story. So first thing first, where are you from and your name?
Thank you so much, sir. My name is Shubham Gandhi. I am from Pune, and I have completed my hotel management in graduation. And after that, I worked for 2 years in corporate travel management, that is Carlson Wagonly Travels. And after that, I started preparing for these entrance exams, and then I took 1 year gap in between to study for these exams. And then after clearing these exams, I finally landed into SIS.
You got around 90 percentile in CMAT, CET, MAT, ATMA. ATMA, three exams you gave.
Hi, my name is Merlin Matthew, and I joined SIS in the year 2022. And prior to that, I was working with Aditya Birla Insurance Brokers for 2.2 years in the HR domain itself. And before that, my degree was in Bachelor's of Management Studies. And in SIS as well, I've taken HR as my specialization subject. And similar to Shubham, I have also cracked few entrance exams, and I was preparing simultaneously while I was working. So yeah,
So you gave CMAT and
a mat,
MAT.
right?
Great, great. So my first question to you is, how many marks you think is enough for me to score well above 90 percentile? How many marks you gave?
So personally, for me, like I mentioned that I was simultaneously working as well. So I had given almost 8 to 10 mock in rounds.
And during how much months of preparation? 2 months, 3 months, 1 month?
So approximately 1 month. 1 month, yeah.
Last 1 month, if you are
Last
serious, you
one
can
month,
get 90.
seriously, I was preparing for my entrance exams.
Doesn't mean that you should also do only 1 month. If you have 5 months, please prepare for 5 months. But there's a backup plan. Yeah, 1 month is enough to score 90 percentile plus.
Right.
So
So with me about mocks, I would say that I started giving mocks and for CT, CMAT both, and there's no I did not have any hard and fast rule whether how many mocks to give, but unless and until I was not confident about my speed, accuracy, so accordingly it was more than 10 mocks. Again, sectional mocks were many, which I did not have account of, but again full fledged mocks more than 10 mocks for
more than
both
10.
CET and CMAT. Yes.
Okay. I won't talk about your CET preparation. He attempted only 100 questions.
Yes.
So 100 attempt was a 100 was a genuine
Genuine.
attempt and baki 100 was tukka.
Yes.
So you're able to complete all 200 questions, all tick mark.
Yes.
That's very big satisfaction for me. Then and someone who say that yes, I ticked mark all 200 questions. So लगता है कि हाँ चलो कुछ तो अच्छा हो ही जाएगा.
Yes.
So if you are scoring 90 percentile, so probably your score will be around 100 marks.
Right.
Approximately 100. So मतलब आपका 100 में से 70 ठीक होगा and finally जो 100 तुक्का मारा उसमें से 30 correct हुआ, around
Yes.
1/3 accuracy.
Right.
Great. So this is something you have to understand, Yarki, that you have to tukkify. You can't complete the paper; it's impossible to complete. So try to increase your attempt. But if you're unable to attempt the question on the D date rather than leaving blank, it's better to attempt everything.
Always, always.
Always attempt. And there wasn't a strategy. Always CCC or akkad bakkad anything you have decided.
No,
that day.
at least I used to go through the question. I used to read the question as much as possible, and then whatever idea, how much ever practice I have done, on basis of that, I used to mark the options. Look closest, although at least the
करना वही
approximate.
है लेकिन
Yes.
थोड़ा पढ़ के नहीं, हम ईमानदार लोग हैं, हम इज्जत से पढ़ेंगे पहले.
Exactly.
बट करना वही है तो कहीं मारना एंड ऑफ द डे आके. Great. So when come to the CMAT exam, was there any order set कि मेरे को पहले मैथ्स करना है कि पहले वर्बल करना है?
So with CMAT, I had made my mind that I'll go first with quants, because since that is where I have to work harder. So I was like, I'll go first with quants. I'll have my mind would be fresh and everything would be fresh in my mind. So I would attempt those questions properly. So I went with quants first, and then later on I started with DI and LR, and then again last section which I attempted was GK, because it was also quite easy and I was confident about it.
One my thumb rule which I follow normally, if you are getting 90 percentile, this means you are good, but you have left one complete area. So was there any section which you have totally left when it comes to the preparation or when it comes to the exam day?
So basically, I personally felt that my strengths were verbal ability, reading comprehension. So these were the two things which I always attempted in whichever entrance exams I have, attempted. And then the second option was always LR and DI. Now, cons was my weaker section. So though I practiced, but there was a lack of confidence. So I always kept cons as my last option in all my entrance exams.
Same for you. Any weak area which you had?
My weakest, I would say, it was cons only.
But you
Mainly,
should do quant first. इतनी
yes.
हिम्मत.
Because again the
अपनी बड़ी हिम्मत चाहिए यार.
again the practice formulas and everything was fresh in my mind, so I was like, instead of going with another section and I didn't want to goof it up, so I was like, let's go with quant first, because I would be confident in the starting, and then later on I can start with the easier sections. So that was my strategy. Again, it worked well for me, so I guess it is what I
Correct,
that
correct,
is what
correct.
I had.
And everyone should take our strategy as a pinch of salt. Don't think it worked for us, so maybe it'll work for you. So you have to experiment on your own.
Right.
So you finalize your own strategy. Some people like, for example, I always start with verbal because verbal में कैसा ही paper डालो उतना ही score आने वाला है. Doesn't matter. So that's always good to start with. So when you got 91 percentiles, of course in CET not going to get a good score, so not get a good call for MMS. So finally you applied for the SIS college. So why SIS?
So why SIS? For that, again, I had multiple colleges. I had applied for multiple colleges. I had filled up application forms, and I was researching about all the colleges that what would be good for me. And again, I was very focused that I want to go ahead with marketing only. So SIS is known for its marketing, marketing specialization. And again, after that, the classes which I had joined and the other people, like my seniors, I contacted a lot of people on LinkedIn also. I spoke to them. I requested that them know if you could give me your 5 minutes and I could speak with you. I saw a few people, like from my super seniors, where are they working, from how they transitioned companies, for which companies they are working in. So I looked at everything, all the aspects. ROI also, again, that is one of the major factors which needed to be considered. So I looked at all the factors, and then finally I boiled down to that. This is what I what I this is what college I want to get into. Again, the location is also added advantage to it, since we are in Mumbai, and campus, faculty members, programs, the syllabus, they are not restricted towards what syllabus they every year they try to do something new. We have a lot of extracurricular activities, case studies, and a lot of case based studies also. Like we are not we are not restricted towards only books. We try to, every time faculty also tries to encourage us that come up with different case studies, what is happening in the market. Like if companies, we used to discuss about companies successes or their failures. We try to learn from that, to a lot of IM case studies as well. And but looking at all these aspects, and then that was this made my decision fix that I want to come here.
Anyway, SIS is the top five colleges through CET exam. So, and I normally say that you can trust the top five. If not the top 100, at least top five, so we can trust. Yeah, curriculum wise, everything will be good there. So, don't need to worry about that once you come. And the applications are out in case you want to apply. You can apply for the college now. So, the last date is approaching. Yeah, how about you?
So I had many friends who had passed out from SIS college, and since I have taken my specialization in HR, I would like to only talk about HR as a specialization in SIS. So personally, what I feel is that HR is good because the faculty members that we have here are exceptional. And talking about the visiting faculties, we have some really good set of visiting faculties who come up with very good experience from the corporate world, and they have been successful in imparting their knowledge and experiences with us. So this was one feedback which my friends had shared with me. And like I said, apart from placements, which is of course an important factor for me as an individual, it is very important that I gain knowledge, and I'm able to hone my skills and competencies. So my friends mentioned that there are very various CIS sessions that HR and even the college conducts. So CIS is basically corporate interactive sessions where alumni are invited, and they conduct sessions for all the specializations here. So that was one thing which was extremely beneficial for all the students. And like Shubham rightly mentioned, this college continuously they enhance their curriculum and subjects. So personally, if I have to mention a few subjects, like we had predictive analysis, we had R as a subject, then there was analytics, we had diversity and inclusion, emotional intelligence, then psychometric testing. So these are few subjects which are kind of the buzzwords in the corporate world. And this college was able to teach all of these subjects to us. So yes, I mean, these are few factors which were told to us, and this really helped us in building our skills.
Correct, correct. So, when you get job on campus, so when you enter the campus, I think that we are all raw gem. We don't know what to do exactly in life. We don't know where we want to go in life. So, what one improvement you bring in yourself and where you got the job?
So after so I have right now I have got placed in Kansai Nerolac as a management trainee in sales and marketing. And one thing which I definitely I would say that improved in me was that I have become detail oriented. Though I have always been curious, that I have always been interested in varied domains or disciplines, and I have always been interested in what is happening in the market, what is new apart from going ahead or outside of sales and marketing, and not just restricting myself to sales and marketing, but also what is happening in finance, what is happening in HR, so operations. So I have always been interested in that. But one thing after coming to this college has made me is that I have become more I have become more detail oriented. I have become more disciplined. I have started managing my time well. And I have become more responsible than before, that more accountable about my work. And that I have so that is all I can say, that I have improved in myself. And definitely technical skills as well, since they are the a big part of, yeah, core requirement.
So I have got placed in Phoenix Mills in the HR technology function, and few changes that I can say has been I could visibly see is that firstly, my confidence level has been increased in multiple folds. And also MBA as a program, it helps you to gain knowledge about the various functions of a organization, so be it operations, strategy, marketing, HR, finance, IT. So you get at least basic information about all these functions. And also it has definitely helped me to become flexible, because when you choose MBA as a program, your schedules are it is very hectic, so you have to manage everything at one time. So time management is of course one thing which I have learned. And of course communication, technical skills, all of these comes as in when you pass through the tenure of 2 years.
Also to mention, since we are into trimester pattern, we had a lot of time constraints. And we had a lot of subjects. And again, colleges trying to introduce us to a lot of new subjects which are happening in the market, like Merlin rightly mentioned that buzzwords, what is AI, what is ML, what is analytics, what is happening into in tech field, and a lot of these sectors. College used to try and fit in a lot of subjects, and or seminars or CIS sessions, corporate interactions. They used to call people from industry who are already working into it. So it was, so time constraint was one where we had to where we had to fit in, and where we had to adhere to a lot of deadlines. So that is also one where we improved us a lot.
And also one thing that I had to add is so prior to our placements, the college also conducts mock GDs and interviews for all the students. So this is extremely beneficial before you sit for your main day of placements. So yeah.
So I also heard that you're adding one extra point. I also add one more point that I heard when even SAS one, this is one good, and not many colleges doing this thing, that the college is supporting in choosing the specialization as well. That's what I don't know whether it's happening with your batch, but earlier there was like every student have to go through an interview, and then the panel will decide or help them decide whether you should go for marketing or finance.
So for HR, like if I have to say, we have our dean Nitin Vazrani sir. So he had conducted few personality tests, and because of that, we could gauge if we fit into HR or marketing or finance. So this had helped multiple students to pick their specializations as well.
Right, great. Thank you, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you
All
so
the
much, sir.
best. All the best.
Thank you so much.